Welcome back, Retail Therapy. My name's Will. As always, Barrett Dudley has joined me in the studio today. How you doing, Barrett?
Oh, I'm doing all right. How's everything going?
Fine. I wish you didn't share results to a certain survey with me before the podcast.
Just before the podcast, because now you're very distracted.
You know I love combing through the results, dude. You know I love combing through.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Yesterday I was just a little crack fiend, refreshing, just, seeing what the people were saying out there, seeing what the listeners were saying. If you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, then you're obviously not subscribed to our Substack, which is what, Will?
retailpod.substack.com.
That's right. I sent out a listener digest for last week's episode. And if you clicked it and you opened it, there was a link to a Google form, a survey of sorts, asking for listener guidance on the future of the pod, where you want us to see us, where you want to see us activate, or if you don't at all, what type of merch you want to see, what brands you're interested in, some podcast specific stuff. I hear you guys. Let's see. About 78% of respondents find the listener digests pretty dang important.
Okay.
So, I tried to kick one out and I'm learning and I'm growing. I think we're going to put a link to that survey.
Yeah. I'll put it in the description of this week's episode.
To this episode in case you're just not interested in the Substack for whatever reason. In which case you might be lumped in with the 8% of very honest respondents who, when asked if they would be interested in us activating through live events or meetups or other IRL experiences, said, "Neither. I am uninterested in attending or engaging with content from an activation." And I respect that.
I'm totally fine with that. No worries. No harm, no foul.
Yeah.
No, I like seeing this stuff. Honestly, there's some things that I've wanted to do in the past for the podcast, and you kind of wonder to yourself, is this something I want to do that will work? Do people actually have a thirst for this? Do people care? It's nice you did such a thorough job with the questioning in this that it very much helps be like, okay, that confirms my suspicion here. Now I feel enabled.
Yeah, right.
And so I'm glad that you did this. That's great. It'll be much easier to, not easier, but it's enabling. That's all I'll say. I'm not going to go too far.
Indeed.
Barrett did point out that the top two most requested guests to have on for some female talk, number 2 being Martha Stewart. Number 1 being Sally.
That's right.
So she somehow has more pull in the retail therapy universe.
Yeah. Shouts to the Sal gals out there who came through strong on the responses. She is she's beating Martha right now as the most requested female guest. So,
well, that's good for her because we're going to talk a little bit about Martha later. But as you might know, if you follow the Sunday Scaries feed, I did finally get. I don't even want to call it a Mount Rushmore follow on Scaries. I got the follow, the Martha Stewart follow.
I mean, if there's one muse for Sunday Scaries,
it's Martha.
It's probably Martha.
It's Martha. I'm not going to say she might be like a potential hall pass in life or anything, but the opportunity presents itself. Might have to burn that.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Someone asked me, I think it might have been Sally, like, well, who's next? Who's the next one? And unfortunately, it has to be Gwyneth Paltrow.
I was just about to say, does Gwyneth follow? I mean,
Goop does.
Does Goop? Okay.
Just Goop.
Right.
Yeah, I would like it if Gwyneth did, but I get she's a bigwig and stuff, but they don't realize that they don't want a direct line of contact with me.
Yeah.
Or maybe I should phrase it differently. They don't want me to have a direct line of contact to them. I'm going to annoy them.
Yeah.
Hey, Martha, do you like my new shoes? You like my dainty loafers, Martha?
You've got Tasha Oakley from Monday Swimwear, but not yet Devin Brugman.
No, I don't think Devin does. She likes messages and stuff. I'm not like sending her messages, but if I tag her in something, she interacts.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But she's not gracing you with the follow.
No, for me, pound for pound, if you consider them influencers, which I don't because they own a very successful swimwear company that makes swimsuits that aren't shitty, like a lot of influencers would make shitty swimsuits.
They have a real brand. Yes.
And they also go to such amazing locations.
Yeah.
Just from a location standpoint alone, like they go to such sweet places that I'm like, I want to know more about that place. Oh, yep. Okay. Now they're going to Greece. I want to see all the places they're going there.
I would say I still consider them influencers because they are. You can be both. You can be a business owner and have a brand that actually makes good product while also leveraging your status as an influencer. And I would say they do both, and they do it at an extremely high level. You just said something though that made me think of something, and now it has just floated right out of my mind. Yep.
Fairy dust.
Yeah.
Fairy dust. I do that all the time.
Oh, now I remember. Sometimes what might be happening with Devin is that your content is just like regularly popping up in her feed anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe suggested posts, maybe in her explore page, maybe in multiple tags. Therefore, she does not like feel the urgency to go follow because she's already being presented with it. This recently happened to me with another influencer. You familiar with Kat Stickler?
Yes, I confused her recently.
Oh, because I mentioned
Kat Stadler.
Kat Stadler.
Yes.
Kat Stadler is the one that has been documenting plastic surgery.
See, yes, I got confused. Okay. When I went back and realized this error after our last recording, I was like, I don't think she's had much work done. And two, I don't think she's logging this anywhere.
Right.
And then I was suggested a post from one Kat Stadler, and immediately it was like, there we go. I don't follow either of them, but now both are popping up in the feed.
Well, Kat Stickler was like, my wife follows her. I get served her content all the time. I think she's funny. And I just, for 2 years now, I've been watching her stuff. Just hadn't hit her with the follow, you know?
I have the issue.
I finally did this week. In fact, I finally was like, you know what? She's earned it. What am I doing over here?
I feel bad because in her bio, it used to say that she was going to be on SNL.
Oh, really?
She was like, I'm going to be on SNL.
Like as like
one day,
like
an
aspirational manifestation.
Correct. Yeah. And she's since removed it. And I'm like, I hope that I don't think the dream was going to be realized, but at the same time, like it made me sad being like, maybe the dream died. She's like, I got to take this out.
Well, don't be sad. Don't be sad. Because the reason that she likely took that out is because she is making more money than she could ever possibly dream to make as a cast member on SNL.
Yeah.
I think she is crushing.
I don't think her current lifestyle would be upgraded by being on SNL.
Probably
I
not.
think that's a downgrade.
I think so.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Being on SNL seems very stressful.
It does. You have to... Like you use SNL as a catapult. It still functions as like
unless you're Keenan,
right? Sure. But
Keenan's just like I'm here and I'm
for the most part. You want to be like Heidi Gardner, and then you get like you serve your 8 years, and now you're getting that T-Mobile money or whatever it is, whatever the one she's doing with.
She's the one that you
Dan Levy
defaulted to.
Why? Because she's doing all sorts of ads now.
I know, but like. Is getting ads the goal out of that? I think getting like
I think you want movie deals. That doesn't happen anymore.
Or the Tina Fey situation.
Right.
You know, you get to write 30 Rock and
yeah.
30 Rock might be ripe for a rewatch sooner than later.
It still hits.
It's been a while for me. Sally and I did have a little period during COVID where we were rewatching old 30 Rocks, and it was like, man, this was pound for pound one of the funniest shows on network television.
Still is. Still holds up.
Should we just get right into it today? We got a lot to cover.
Any housekeeping? I mean, where do you want to go? What are you going to do?
I mean, no. So we are going to put, if you want to fill out the survey that Barrett put together, we are going to put that in the description of this episode. So go check that out. If you don't want to just listen to us, you want to watch us, Barrett's always putting stuff on the screen. YouTube.com/Sunday Scaries podcast. And we got a lot of great feedback, or should I say enabling feedback for the Instagram page. So go follow that at retail.pod on Instagram. But before we get to today's episode, I'm pleased to announce that we have a sponsor today that I'm a big fan of.
I
use them almost daily.
Okay.
I wish I could use them daily, but that relies on people buying things. And I'm talking about our friends over at Shipstation. Life in general gets pretty chaotic, Barrett. But if you're in charge of order fulfillment for an e-commerce business, you know that it's its own special kind of chaos. But with Shipstation, you can count on your day-to-day remaining calm. I have Shipstation. I've got it before they partnered with us. I've been using it for years now. And it makes my life incredibly easy to do pretty much everything. You can automate shipping tasks. You can just create shipments on your own to ship things to people. You can import orders from your website. Maybe you're a Shopify-based website. You can import orders straight from there and ship them straight from there. It just makes it a lot easier to get things out the door when in other world, like in a lot of other times, it's not the easiest to fulfill orders. Take it from me. That's a big reason that I've dragged my feet in the past on launching things. It just makes it so much easier. And you never need to upgrade. Shipstation grows with your business no matter how big it gets. It'll help you lead your business into the future with smart features and automations that boost efficiency and save you time. Can I give you an example of an automation?
Please do.
Let's hypothetically say you made a zine using film photography.
Okay.
And you're shipping those. You can make a template. And you can just have a single zine. You can have the bundle, so you can ship 2 at once.
Right.
And instead of having to go through and fill out all the dimensions and the weight for everything, it just automatically puts everything in. Boom. You can select, these 5 people all ordered one zine, and these 5 people all ordered a bundle. Boom. Ship out or do all the labels separately. It just makes it easier. You even get discounts of up to 88% off UPS, DHL, Express, and USPS rates, and up to 90% off of FedEx rates. But it's just easy. I'm telling you. I've been using it for years. I wouldn't talk about it like this if I didn't use it. Calm the chaos of order fulfillment with the shipping software that delivers. Switch to ShipStation today. Go to shipstation.com. Use code RETAILTHERAPY to sign up for your free trial. Again, that's shipstation.com, code RETAILTHERAPY. All one word. Where do you want to begin today, Barrett?
I mean, I think we got to hit him with some drink of the summer talk.
Okay, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
So I'm still maintaining that my drink of the summer is going to keep being a Negroni sour until further notice.
Okay.
There's been a couple things that have popped up on the timeline. The one that you put in here popped up last summer and really started gaining popularity last summer.
I agree.
The one that I put on here, I did see last summer, but only from like 1 or 2 places. And I've been getting sent it by numerous listeners throughout the last month or so. I'm talking about the Dirty Spritz. It's essentially a combination of 2 of the most zeitgeisty drinks you got out there: a dirty martini and a spritz of
An Aperol
some sort.
spritz, right?
And I don't even know if I want to try this, if I'm being straight up honest with you, Barrett.
I mean, Wine Enthusiast says that TikTok finally made the right cocktail famous.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They're bullish.
Yeah, I'm sure the person who wrote this wasn't using any verbiage here to just get clicks. Here's the thing. Okay. So this says it's blending elements of our martini and the spritz. And I don't know, Barrett. Like, I just think that having vermouth and or olive juice in a spritz style situation with bubbles, effervescence. When I think of a bubbly drink, I don't know if this is correct or incorrect, but my brain tells me that the bubbles create more flavor because they're just little bursting bubbles of flavor.
Sure, yeah,
or they maybe bring out flavor.
They're carrying the flavor around in the drink.
Like, you know how you do, you know how you let your wine
movement.
breathe?
Yeah.
Like, that's just, it's actually
The
breathing
bubbles
on
are
its
just
own.
doing that for you. Yeah.
And I'm just not sold that I need bubbly vermouth in my mouth. I just don't know if I need it.
I guess that's just because you're not a curious drinker, because curious drinkers are embracing the bright, bold, salty, and chaotic nature of this drink.
Don't sit on that couch and tell me that I'm not curious, dude. I'm about as curious as it gets. I mean, they referenced the Negroni Spagliato on here.
They do, yeah.
Which, I mean, that had its moment, but that never truly caught on.
I'll say this. The article mentions how, like, they kind of nod to the fact that there's lots of drinks as food out there, right? Especially when it comes to like the TikTok and the Instagram algorithms. Like, people just love nothing more than putting a giant thing of burrata in a martini or whatever, right? And you know, start putting globules of olive oil in a drink, and you are on your way to virality. But like, the reason that this kind of walks up to that line a little bit with the flavor profile, but doesn't go too heavy into it. And what it reminds me of, like, I don't know, something about the picture and the description. I kind of think of our little, you know, we love a trio of salty snacks, right? Maybe some pistachios, some olives, some pickles, some salty potato chips. I kind of get that vibe from this drink.
Like it's all those packed into one?
Yes,
I don't know if what you're saying completely makes sense, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like I get what you're saying here.
Now, here's the thing. This drink, because of that, I don't want those snacks paired with this drink.
No.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to wake up feeling real puffy the next day.
Right.
I need to come clean about something. I know zero ball when it comes to vermouth.
Okay.
My move when I go to the store now is I simply buy Lo-Fi.
Okay.
They partnered with Scary's like a really long time ago and they sent me some and I liked it.
Yeah.
An issue that I have is that I was not refrigerating it for a while and I was told, Will, refrigerate your vermouth.
Yes.
What are you
doing?
I was
doing the same thing. I was doing the same thing. I've been refrigerating my vermouth for at least a year now. But
I'm doing it now.
I was also guilty of that same faux pas.
Sweet vermouth has been an easier road for me because it's sweet. It's easier to drink.
I don't know why, but I'm a Dolin boy.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's just like a recognizable bottle that I feel is like, I don't know, stands the test of time.
There's something to be said about having a classic bottle of something like that on the bar cart or in the bar, just because it just looks like what you grew up seeing in your parents.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like, oh, that's just right there. Like that's what's always been right there. That's what's going to be right there.
I think the one that I bought recently, the last time that I went, I did try something else. The last time I went to the liquor store to get a sweet vermouth, I think specifically to make maybe Americanos, I went for I think it's maybe the Kochi Americano.
Okay. Is this the type of vermouth you're talking about?
This is the type of vermouth. Yes.
See, I mean, I've never rolled Martini and Rossi, but that's a classic looking bottle too.
Maybe I'm thinking, no, not Kochi Americano. That's a white one. You can use that in like a white Negroni, I think.
I just don't like the flavor of vermouth most of the times enough, but I know that vermouth is a very deep world that you can get into. Like if you don't like the flavor of, normal Dolan vermouth, there's a million other ones out there that people could probably steer you in the direction of that you would really, really enjoy.
Okay, I think it was this one. Maybe it was a Kochi. Hopefully, I'm saying that right.
Kochi. I said something incorrectly at an Italian restaurant, not an Italian restaurant, a pizza place the other day.
Yeah,
and the waitress did not write it down, and she went around the table taking other orders from people, and then she came back to me. She was like, "Oh, and what was the pizza you wanted?" And I said it again, and I was just like. And then she repeated it after me in how you actually say it. And I was like, she just made me do this twice. That's so mean.
Yeah. Well, a listener sent us this. I saw it on Instagram. Loewe has like added something to their site about how to pronounce their name now. They were just tired of it.
That was really the straw that broke the pronunciation camel's back for me.
They were tired of people walking into the stores and being like, oh yeah, I've been really thinking about picking up one of those Lowe wallets. Do you have the Lowe puzzle bag? Can you imagine?
Can you imagine? I feel so bad that I messed that up when I was talking about the candles. It was so bad that I had a former, coworker of mine reach out, and she was like, "Will, what are you doing?"
Is that the worst? You saying Lou Boudins was probably the worst thing.
I don't care about that one as much. I don't care about that one as much at all. I still don't know how to say, like, that's one of those words that even if you told me how to say it, I will still repeat it back somewhat incorrectly because it just doesn't register for me. Like, I know if you say it.
Louis Vuitton.
No,
right?
Saying now you're mixing two brands up.
Yeah.
It's not Louis Vuitton.
Well, what are you doing? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong too.
Louboutin.
Yeah.
Louboutins.
Louboutin.
Christian Louboutin.
Yeah.
Lou Boudin. Wait, what am I doing? I'm mixing up two things.
You're mixing up Louis Vuitton.
You're trying to make Louboutins Louis Vuitton.
Oh, I thought those aren't two separate things.
Those are two separate things.
Those are two separate things?
Yes.
Well, either way, they're not Lou Boudins. That's the only thing I know.
Randy's going to be on a date soon being like, you should hear this guy that I work with. What an idiot. He's calling it Lou Boutin. It's obviously Louboutin.
Louis Vuittons.
Randy, this is your next viral TikTok.
All you need to know, you just got to call them red bottoms.
Red bottoms. Exactly.
These is bloody shoes.
Okay, so you're not doing a dirty spritz.
No, I think we're over spritzing at this point.
I mean, it's spritz season.
It is
There's no
spritz
doubt
season.
that it's spritz season.
I think we're forcing the issue here.
I think we're at peak spritz. We're at.
Well, so tell me what you would do in this situation. We were at a restaurant the other night and they have a spritz of the day. Sally ordered the spritz of the day. She's been spritzing lately.
Right.
And it arrived at our table in a highball glass with a long ice cube that went the length of the highball glass. It looked nothing like a spritz, but it looked like a very appetizing cocktail. I feel like if you have a spritz of the day, you gotta really lean into the spritz look.
I agree.
And
I agree.
did it taste amazing for her? I think it did. Was everything else at the restaurant incredible? Yes, it was. But it was one of those moments where I've memed it on Scaries a million times. It's just
right
like
when you order the drink and it doesn't
tough.
come in the glass that you expected. Yes.
Yeah, you just do not want that martini glass coming to the table when you thought it was served in a rocks glass.
Right. I do feel like if you're doing a spritz of the day, it needs to be in a big old wine glass. A lot of garnish popping out of that thing.
A lot of garnish.
And I mean, I don't love one long ice cube in a highball glass. I feel like that is the best way for restaurants and bars to cheap out on how much liquid they give you.
Well, my sister got a similar looking cocktail, not a spritz of the day, that could be expected to be served in a glass like this.
Yeah.
And she finished it in like under 5 minutes because she was like, just the look of it, it makes you think you have more liquid in there. And suddenly she was like, oh, I guess I'm getting another one. I just finished that in no time.
If you get a highball glass with one long ice cube in it, you're looking at about 3 sips, maybe 5 if you're lucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why I don't like that. It's like different if you're ordering something neat or on the rock, right? Like if you're getting something just kind of by itself. I like one big ice cube.
Yeah.
For like a rum or a whiskey or a bourbon or a scotch, whatever it might be. But one big ice cube at a cocktail, that's just, you're skimping on me.
You're skimping.
Yeah.
You're skimping. Do we need to talk spaghettes before we get out of the cocktail hour?
This is, again, you made reference to the fact that this seems to kind of have been bubbling for a little while as well.
Pun intended or not?
Pun not intended, but pun accepted. But now, because it is peak spritz season, it's being rebranded as the Trailer Park Spritz this summer, and it's a spaghetti. So it's, if I'm correct, it's just a Miller High Life with Aperol added to it, with a half shot of Aperol.
And the reviews that I've heard of this have been nothing but glowing from people.
People love these things.
I don't know why I haven't done it already. I'm wondering if we went to friend of the pod, Bill's Oyster, where they serve High Life bottles. Yeah. I wonder if you ordered that, if they would do it for you. I'm sure they would.
If they have High Life bottles, I feel very confident they're doing spaghettes.
I've heard nothing but good things about this, and it combines 2 things that I already enjoy.
It was always, what I always knew about a spaghetti is that it was like kind of like an industry thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like real industry heads, like bartenders and servers would pop up places on like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays and be ordering spaghettis. It was like a pro move kind of. Many people say that it's a recession indicator because Miller High Life is a cheap beer and it's obviously cheaper than Prosecco or champagne.
I think we allow the people to drink High Life. I've got no issues with High Life.
But I would definitely, I feel the need to, maybe I'll just get some Miller High Lifes this weekend.
Do it.
I got some Aperol at home.
Do it. If I see High Life on the menu, I'm pretty likely to order one, especially if it's big bottle. I like the big bottles. I don't like the pony bottles like everybody else does.
Yeah.
Not trying to be contrarian, but like,
right.
I don't like drinking half a beer.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, where's
hot take?
Where's the rest of it? Where's the rest of it? Have you ever seen like the Coronitas?
Oh yeah.
Like my mom gave my cousin a Coronita one time and he just grabbed it and looked at her and he goes, where's the rest of it?
Well, the Coronita serves a very specific purpose in a drink that for some reason I want to call Colorado Bulldog. And it's a giant goblet of a frozen margarita with the Coronita sticking like plugged into it.
I don't think this is what a Colorado Bulldog actually is, but a Colorado Bulldog is a cocktail, Barrett. It's a sweet, boozy, float-like drink calling for vodka, coffee liqueur, heavy cream, and cola.
I don't know why I'm calling it a Colorado Bulldog.
I know what you're talking about. I've never had a margarita with an upside-down beer in it.
You haven't lived.
I know. It makes me feel really hoity-toity. Like I feel like I would enjoy that.
Wait, what was in the color? Was it coffee and cola?
Yeah, you top it off a little cola.
That's an interesting one. Maybe that's the drink of the summer.
I think it sounds good. I think it sounds like good.
Yeah, I mean, if you even had a frozen margarita with a Coronita sticking at the top of it, you got to add that to the bucket list, man.
You got to add it to the bucket list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are these not being talked about as the drink of this?
They should be, dude. Bring it back. These are recession indicators more than.
Yeah. What's the?
I don't think people buying Aperol is a recession indicator. I think if these start popping up at more restaurants, that's when we know we're in trouble.
Where I used to get these is on West 6th Street when there was a Wahoo's Fish Tacos there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's been a while, brother.
Yeah, it has been a while.
That's been a long time. You're aging yourself here.
I am.
What's the breakfast beer drink? Is it like a michelada or something?
A michelada or a chelada.
So what is that exactly? Isn't
a michelada is made with tomato or clam juice.
And a chelada is just like a beer served like over ice with lime, salt rim, that type of thing. Yeah.
I've been, ever since I accidentally ordered a chelada, they didn't have micheladas where I was. And me and my buddy ordered a michelada. They served us cheladas and we were like, well, this isn't right. And then we took one sip and we're like, oh no, this is right.
I feel like we're going to be corrected on this because I can never ever figure out which, like, sometimes if you go to Mexico and you order one of those, you get the other.
That's what the michelada was. And they gave me a chelada. I just don't even think they entertained the idea of putting tomato or clam juice in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were at Hotel San Cristobal.
Right.
We weren't staying there, but we were just having lunch there and enjoying the beach since you had to pay $70 a head for the pool that day.
It's a good chelada. It's a good chelada.
It was a great chelada. I mean, it was the chelada that changed my life forever.
Yeah. So they will not serve you one of these at Hotel San Cristobal, unfortunately. So you'll have to find yourself a Wahoo's Fish Tacos.
I know there's some places, like especially in Chicago, you get a big Bloody Mary, that has like a big old chicken wing and stuff with it too. And they'll give you a little bottle of High Life to go with it.
I like that.
I love it.
It's a palate cleanser for the Bloody Mary. I appreciate that. Well, since I already talked San Francisco, you want to dip into a little San Francisco talk?
Sure.
All right. So we did go to San Francisco. Do you want my retail therapy coded dinner recommendations?
Yeah. You mean after you tried to gaslight us on Twitter that San Francisco wasn't a good food city?
I did try to gaslight you. I did do a little gaslighting. San Francisco is such an all-time, but they respect Austin. I had a conversation with one of our waiters. He's like, "Where are you guys in from?" And I said, "Austin. We don't get a lot of French food in Austin, so we were excited to eat here." And he was like, "Yeah, but you can't complain about being in Austin." I was like, "No, not a complaint, not a complaint."
Yeah.
No, we went to 2 different restaurants. This is by no means a guide to San Francisco. There's a million different good restaurants there. I'm simply relaying.
Let me ask you a quick question. I think I saw either you or maybe it was Sally request some feedback for restaurant suggestions.
Yes. So we were driving.
Did you use those or did you?
No, it was a very short. We had a very short window of time to enact any of those, and we decided to blow it off, and we ended up going to a restaurant that I used to go to all the time.
Okay.
Instead of going somewhere new.
Got it.
But with the first time we went to this restaurant called Rintaro, Japanese, really interesting food, like wild food. They had good fresh fish, but they also had a charcoal grill situation. Really good, really retail therapy vibes there. Just great. Really had a good time there. Rintaro, Rintaro. The next night we had dinner at a place called Verjus. I think I'm saying it correctly. This place might be even more retail therapy coded.
Okay.
It's a wine bar. They call themselves a wine bar. This ain't no wine bar. This is a full-blown, very nice restaurant.
Okay.
Their quote-unquote culinary program, like, you can't claim you're a wine bar. It was unbelievable food, and their menu is deep. They had someone spinning records the entire time, speakers on the wall in between the bookshelves and stuff like that, like old school feeling speakers, not just like a...
Talking analog.
Yeah, we're talking analog, brother.
Yeah.
But it was a very cool spot. That's where the drink was served, the spritz that wasn't served in a spritz glass.
Okay.
But that's the only thing that I thought was a little off. Outside of that, it was an unbelievable meal, and we had a really good time. I'm very impressed. Anywhere I ordered a Gibson in San Francisco, they had cocktail onions without hesitating. That's not common down here in Austin, Texas. The amount of times that I get someone to come back, once they Google what's in a Gibson and they come back, they're like, "Oh, by the way, we don't have the onions."
So Verjus, this was the French food?
Yes. Yeah. And we ate in the side dining room, not the main one that you have up on the screen, but it was a very cool spot. Very retail therapy coded.
Yeah.
And then we didn't do a lot of like other stuff. I mean, there's a place in the marina that I used to go to for drinks called Balboa Cafe. We had lunch there. And then I also ate at my mainstay, Pizzeria Delfina, which is my favorite pizza in town. There's probably just as good a pizza other places, but you know when you have an emotional connection somewhere, it's like I want to go have that pizza.
So which was
again.
the restaurant that you used to frequent?
Balboa Cafe.
Balboa Cafe.
I didn't eat
Okay.
there all the time, but it was a place where I'd go drink beers or hang out because it was within walking distance of where I lived.
How's the marina looking these days?
Good.
Yeah.
About the same. A lot of the restaurants have been cycled through in the last 15 years since I was there. But I mean, I think San Francisco is a little wronged by the media overall.
Right.
There are bad spots and spots that you don't want to go spend time in. But like, there's a lot of really nice neighborhoods and good spots and great food everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it's still an all-time, for me, it's pound for pound, my favorite long weekend city in America. I feel like I can get stuff done in a long weekend up there without feeling like I missed out on a lot. And it's pretty easy get in, get out situation. I don't know. The 8:30 flight into a 2:30 p.m. Austin arrival time is tough. You lose 2 hours and it's a 3.5 hour flight.
But it's nice going because you can get a full day when you get there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's great about
we flew out in the morning
going to the West Coast.
Yeah, we had a full.
Yeah, the going back is much more difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much more. We did venture out. If you saw the Instagram story of me asking, we did go out to Healdsburg to, that's why we were out there. Silver Oak is a brand that we're working with. And so we wanted to go out and shoot some stuff out there. And so on the way home, we were looking for any food recommendations since I don't know a ton about Marin, Sausalito, that area. And so we wanted to see if there was anything that we could just get in immediately. But by the time we had sourced everything, we were already so close to the city that it was like, nope, let's just keep on keeping on. But had a good time at Silver Oak.
Silver Oak, famous for their cab, I want to say.
Yeah. Yep. They're classic Napa, man.
Yeah.
We drank some Pinots out there from another vineyard and then had some, our fair share of Silver Oak as well. No complaints. They have two different spots. They've got one, I think, that you would describe in the Napa Valley, and then they have one, their newer spot is in Healdsburg, and they had a big release event that weekend.
Okay.
And so there was a ton of people there with like food vendors and stuff like that. And so it was a whole scene.
Did Joe Jonas perform and shoot a new music video?
He didn't. No? There's no Joe Jonas music video, which is kind of a bummer, but overall it's still a good time.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. We went out there for two different reasons. One was to go to Silver Oak and take some photos there. The other was to go to the Grateful Dead 60 celebration at Golden Gate Park. And a lot was made of the GD60 celebration. But on Retail Therapy, we got to talk John Mayer's fits. Just recently, we talked about the account Fish Fashion, which pivoted this weekend and went straight to John Mayer as he came out on stage night one, rocking a $3,000 jacket.
I appreciate this from Fish Fashion. They should cover all of these jam bands now that all the jam bands are.
They should.
Just dipping their toes into high fashion. They're putting that shit on.
I thought there would be more criticism for John Mayer wearing a $3,100 jacket night one.
It doesn't seem like there is.
No, people were really enjoying it. And I was like, okay, this is interesting. I mean, I always am kind of interested in what he's wearing. Like
he went full eldest boy.
He did. He did. He's going straight
LP.
up Kendall Roy coded on
and
the stage.
Obviously just not ashamed of the recent hot water that Loro Piana has found themselves.
He does not care. Maybe he's getting paid on the side to turn the tides a little bit.
Maybe so.
I mean, he went dual night Loro Piana. I have not located a link to the sweater that he wore on night 2, but night 1 he came out in this Loro Piana jacket that was honestly just great looking.
This first one that we're looking at,
the Colin, the crop shady green
blouson, you might call it. In fact, I would call. Oh yes, they do call it the Colin blouson.
It says on here that it's built with a layer of Storm System, which is copyrighted. That's gently fend off the elements.
That's a Loro Piana trademark, the Storm System. Yeah.
I'm not wearing my $3,000 jacket out if I'm weathering any elements.
But you could. That's the thing about it, Loro Piana is built for getting on your helicopter to travel out to one of the to one of the islands on the East Coast and plunk down and go hike with your investor who's like probably trying to fuck your shit up.
See, I always forget my Loro Piana jacket whenever I get on the helicopter to go to the islands.
Yeah.
It's just annoying.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
To meet with your investors, yeah.
He wore a very similar jacket, if not the same jacket, on night 3, and paired it with a sweater that was also Loro Piana. That was $2,000, as well as a bolo. It did change the trajectory of bolos for fall 2025.
Do we have a photo of the bolo?
Yes, if you go back to the original tweet, yep, he was rocking the free flying bolo the entire time.
Okay, all right.
Man, I liked it.
Yeah,
I think sometimes bolos can skew too bit heavy,
right?
Like someone's doing a bit,
sure.
But man,
him combining his like he's always been so 6-7 years ago, he was very, very famous as a Visvim collector. He was famously buying 2 of every single piece that Visvim released. 1 to stock, 1 to rock.
Well, Graydon Carter of Vanity Fair.
Yeah.
There's a really good section at the end of his book, and it's just rules that he has for himself.
Okay.
And one of them is, if you love it, you have to buy 2. I was like,
that's insane.
Only certain people have that luxury. Little tone deaf, but
so he was like very, very much into this like Japanese Americana, all this, distressed selvage denim and these jackets that were like half Japanese but half Southwest, and he was wearing the fringed boots and sneakers and all like it was very like American West type of look.
Oh yeah, he leaned into the Paradise Valley, where he lived.
So the fact that he is kind of talking to that design language with the bolo, but pairing it with this quiet luxury, hate to say it, of Loro Pianas is kind of an interesting mashup.
Well, he also, I think, is affected by Bob Weir. Bob Weir dressed very, when he's not wearing cutoff sweatpants, he dresses very Western, has a lot of Western elements. Yeah. And on the night 2 of the concert, he was wearing a necklace that it looked like he just lifted it from Bob Weir's wardrobe. It's like, all right, can I wear this tonight, Bob? Sure, John.
I don't know if it was because of, LP having their name out there a little bit more over the last couple of weeks, or if it's just kind of the continuation of the kind of collective interest in quiet luxury brands. But I had a Loro Piana long sleeve PK polo in the closet that I was not wearing. I've had this thing for a long time, years. I'm talking.
Okay.
And I popped it on just to see, just to check it out, just to check in with it, as one does. And I said, nah, this is not for me. It's not fitting right. I'm never going to wear this. And I popped that thing on Grailed, and I sold it for $150 within a few hours.
Man.
So
I just give you some stuff to put on Grailed. I'll pay you a fee.
That does not. What I'm saying is that does not happen on Grailed. I never sell anything that quickly for a decent sum of money. I mean, it helps that like a new version of that polo goes for nearly $800. I'm pretty sure the one that I had, like I got it like Saks off Fifth 9 years ago or something. But all that to say, like the brand is still hot, still very hot. So hopefully they get their supply chain.
Yeah, hopefully they do.
Ironed out. And, maybe start paying their workers. That'd be good.
Should John Mayer be canceled for wearing Loro Piana during Grateful Dead's 60th anniversary celebration?
You said it, not me.
I truly thought there would be more hate on him for what he was rocking, and people generally were pretty happy about it. But
now, was it only them performing?
No, so they had openers for every day, different openers for every day. So Friday night they had Billy Strings, of bluegrass fame, open,
yeah,
and he dropped in for one song, Wharf Rat, in the second set, and then the next night they had Sturgill Simpson open, and he dropped in for a song at the end of the first set, and then on the final night they had Trey Anastasio from Fish open, and he dropped in for 2 songs on the second set.
Sick.
I think Fish fans can be a harsh bunch, but the Trey drop-in was very, very cool, very, very fun, and it's cool to see 2 of the best guitar players in the world interplaying on stage. Yeah. I will say that. I had to have a moment where I was like, Will, don't not lock in right now, because there's going to be like, if you rewatch this later, you're going to be like, I should have been really paying attention to what they're doing to be interested by it.
Now,
it was cool.
You said they had the 2 best guitar players in the world on stage at one time, but they didn't have Lil Wayne up there. So how
Stop.
Is that?
Are you going to his concert in Austin that's coming up?
Probably not, because I think that's at the Germania Amphitheater right?
Yeah, I don't. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure it's at the F1 track.
It is. Yeah, you couldn't pay me to go to a Lil Wayne concert at Coda.
Everybody knows this about me, but I don't go to concerts at the F1 track.
No one could draw you out there?
No.
I know.
I don't believe you.
If they built a train that took us out there, that'd be so nice.
If there was like a group going and we were organizing like a party bus situation, I would do it. But I'm not trying to do Ubers or drive out there.
No. Such a hassle.
Sorry for getting hyper local on y'all, but we have the Circuit of the Americas in Austin where we host Austin F1's race, and it is like 45 minutes outside of the city, and it unfortunately has drawn some of the biggest acts that come through the city.
I saw the Rolling Stones out there, and what should be a 40-minute drive out there took 3 hours
because there is one way out there and one way back, and so it's just
so bad.
It's a total clusterfuck.
Last time we went out there, we went to King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, and we decided to get a driver to drive us home. Thought it'd be the easiest way to do it. And I think it was so bad that he just ghosted us. We had to go find another ride home.
Yeah.
I think like it was after F1, we were in an Uber driver, like in an Uber ride, and the guy behind us stopped, got out of his car, went into the forest and peed, and got back in his car, and like his car didn't move. Like he just abandoned his car to go to the bathroom. That's how bad traffic is.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible. We were in standstill for long periods of time.
That's tough.
Going into Rolling Stones, and it was like, man, I got to pee so bad right now, but there's a million cops around. I can't just duck out of the car like Randy's boy.
Some random guy, not my boy.
Laura's least favorite thing about going to the University of Texas football games is having to go get in the car and sit in traffic to drive home.
Correct.
So there's like, I can barely get her to do that. There's no way we're going to Coda.
No, leaving an event will ruin my experience.
Yeah.
I'm not strong.
Shouts to cities with public transportation.
Major shouts.
Yeah.
Major shouts.
You know, it was easy leaving a Cubs game.
Go Sox. That's all I gotta say.
Go Tigers.
You want to do a Go Stros?
Go Stros.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number one in the West.
I think people
per usual.
I think people should go to shopify.com/scaries if they want to up their website game. You guys are familiar with Shopify.
No traffic issues there. Am I right?
No. Oh, no. No traffic issues there, buddy. They can handle all the traffic you need in and out. When we started this podcast, it seemed like we had to figure it all out on our own. Sometimes you just got to. But what if there was a tool out there that made things feel less overwhelming? Maybe they had an answer to some decisions that you had to make. Just what if? Shopify's got it all. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world. And 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started like yours truly over here at Retail Therapy. We talked about our shipping help earlier. Everything we sell goes straight through here and goes straight to there. It just makes it easy. There's a lot of different reasons you can love Shopify, whether it's the templates that help you make your site look beautiful, whether it's the system of, logging all the orders, whether it's listing products, or whether it's shipping stuff. It all is just made so much more simple by our friends over at Shopify. There's a reason that we've been using it. There's a reason that we keep using it. It's just great. And best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processing returns and beyond. Go check out Shopify. If you're ready to sell, you are ready for Shopify. Turn your big business idea into bucks with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/scaries. Go to shopify.com/scaries. Again, shopify.com/scaries. Where to?
Shall we talk the performance of males?
We're going to need Randy's help here. So we kind of dabbled in this last week, but Randy and I have two things that we really DM about at this point. Randy sends me a lot of skateboarding content. I think less because he likes it, but more because he knows that I like it.
Yeah, I get served it a lot. Like, I was never a skater, but just watching people skateboard, I'm like, this shit is tight. I get why everyone was into it back
Well,
then.
the thing, no, I don't want this to come off as offensive, but the things that you send me aren't things that like real skaters would be super into. Because like
it's just cool tricks.
Yeah, it's like it's off the map tricks that most pro skaters are not doing.
Okay.
But it's still very fucking cool to see people do like things that you've never seen before.
Is it basically the why do I want to call him Hey Dude? You know, the dudes.
Dude Perfect?
Dude Perfect. Is it basically
No.
the Dude Perfect of skating?
It's just like someone like shredding a pool that like just the board is glued to their foot and they're just doing impressive tricks, like, and it's amazing to watch.
And it's like, if you did that trick in a competition, they'd be like, what the hell was that? Not saying you should just do tricks that they do in competitions.
Right,
like, I mean, style is a big part of skateboarding. And so whatever your style is, like, I just think it's cool when people lean into that. But these are tricks that like are not the tricks that you're learning on YouTube.
If I was a skateboarder, I would just do nothing but Christ.
Dude, for sure. It's an easy road to get there too. God, I need to go up and play Tony Hawk.
That would be my style. It's just nothing but Christ stairs.
Well, the other thing that Randy has now been sending me is just performative males. Just dudes doing things performatively out in public. I mean, Randy, do you have a good way of describing your ideal performative male?
My ideal performative male, he's wearing some type of sweater, like a sweater vest. He has like fake glasses on. He has a bunch of jewelry, rings and bracelets, and he's reading in public. That's pretty much just the biggest thing. And he is Clario. What is this?
Claro is an artist that has been memed into oblivion as like the de facto like Paul Mescal wearing the hoodie. That's who you're listening to in your wired earbuds as you read My Body by Emily Ratajkowski.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, like you wear the Claro hoodie so that girls can approach you and be like, oh, he listens to Claro. He must be cool.
Yeah.
He must be a gentle soul that won't harm me in any way.
Okay, I'm glad
he won't run away from me on a park bench after a one night stand.
I'm glad you're liking those because I have holstered a couple, but like there was one guy like reading a big book at a Claro concert and like, it was like, this guy's in the trenches. I didn't send it to you, but
well, this is a sign up in, I think, New York City.
Chicago, right?
Chicago.
Oh, Chicago. Sorry.
Wicker Park, baby.
Yeah.
I was thinking, is Wicker Park where they have the pickup basketball?
No, that's Rucker Park.
Rucker. I'm just don't come to me for geography stuff. Someone at the
Wicker Park is where Josh Hartnett may or may not have disappeared and killed somebody in that one movie.
Okay. Never saw it.
No.
I used to live by Wicker Park. That's all I know. Wicker Park is very close to where you guys got Parlor Pizza when you came to the Chicago meetup.
Okay. There you go.
And the caption is that Wicker Park, let's see, what is it? Wicker Park truly is the Brooklyn of Chicago. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And it says matcha, Labubu, Claro, totes, performative male contest. Come prove you're a good guy with good taste. Wicker Park.
The winner gets a homebody matcha voucher.
If we lived in Chicago, we would have had to go to this because I think it would be a very retail therapy coded event.
We would have had to document. Yes.
I don't like when things are dubbed performative at this point because it means that you can't do it in earnest without wondering if people are thinking you're not doing it in earnest at this point.
I was trying to think. I feel like these performative males that lean into this whole kind of like, this is all very tied to the kind of the Brooklyn and Dime Square and the Soho Nolita meme culture, right? Like those places feel like the epicenter of this type of guy.
Yeah.
And it feels mostly focused on guys that are like, 27 years old, but can definitely go into your early 30s.
Can we at least agree that we are aged out of doing things performatively?
I think so.
In some way.
That's what I was going to say, is because I was trying to think of like, if there's anything that I feel like I do performatively at this point. And it's the closest thing that I could think of. And this is maybe because I sort of just did this recently, but I don't think this is performative, but I guess maybe it is a little bit.
That's what a performative guy would say, though.
It is. I had, so this past Friday, I had like a little bit of time. I was dropping the dogs off at the, to get groomed. And then I had like an hour and a half to kill. So I hit up my shops in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you bet your ass, I put on a little fit to hit my shops.
Yeah.
Like I had to look the part to go do this.
You don't want them to direct you to the sale rack when you walk in. You want them to hit you with the, hey, there's some new. Some new.
Even though when I do go see my buddy Jonathan at By George, I always pretend to look at a few full price things first before going directly over to the sale rack.
Speaking of, I got to get over there.
Yeah.
You hit me with some heat the other day. That's going to be living in my brain.
So that's sort of performative. Like I wasn't going to like, if I'm just dropping the dogs off, I'm going in like, gym shorts, basically.
Yeah. When I go to the grocery store, which is few and far between these days,
Yeah.
I always try to put on a little drip. I always wanted people to be like, maybe he's going to a workout after this, like at a nice yoga studio, when in reality, I'm absolutely not doing any of that, even before or after.
Yeah.
I don't like that they're dubbing totes performative. Like, you can't
just
carry stuff around.
No, you can. It's just part of the uniform. So if you're toting and matching with a labubu hanging off of it and Joan Didion inside of that tote, then, then you might be edging up on performative.
Like, what percentage of dudes in their 20s are going to museums performatively just so they can put up on their story like, yeah, dude, check out this Rembrandt.
Barrett, I just sent you 2 things on Instagram. That one guy is doing like a bunch of performative male content stuff too, but that's very much this whole trend on Instagram is just all that. I found the guy that's at the Claro concert reading the book. It's hilarious.
I wrote something for the Wash newsletter.
Sure.
At one point that was about how we can't publicly shame men for reading. And I think we talked about it on there. Like, come on, let people read.
Yeah.
Sure. Maybe reading Emily Ratajkowski's book outside of a coffee shop. Maybe you're doing a lot. Maybe you're laying it on a little thick. But we can't just shame people for reading in public. If someone's going to take a physical book out in public and read it, and they're not on chapter 1, I'm not gonna yuck their yum there,
right,
man.
Well, it's sort of like with the run clubs, right? They could say they should add run club ? To this list. I feel like, if you join a run club because it is performative or because it is trendy or it is hot, then you are affecting that hobby. But at the same time, if you are running, you are going to get the physical benefits of running. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of like the reading too. Like, even if you are performatively reading, you're going to incidentally reap the benefits of reading. You might inadvertently expand your horizons or understand something that you didn't quite grasp before.
If some aloe hat wearing bro is sitting there reading Joan Didion, like, maybe he'll get something out of it. I think that's one of the most performative things guys are doing these days, wearing aloe hats.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I solely think that because I don't think they own anything else from aloe. They might own one other thing, but I think they're just doing it because they know that girls like that for working out.
Update on my melon hat. I don't own one yet.
Okay. Okay. I don't either. Who was I thinking? Oh man, I thought about this at the Dead show. I was like, how long until there's a Grateful Dead melon hat? It's definitely happening.
It's probably happening.
It's going to crush.
I am somewhat aware of the. I don't even know what it is anymore. It's I don't know if it's like a piece of Jerry Garcia's estate or if it's Grateful Dead, the licensing company, or what. But they're shameless. They are absolutely shameless.
It's $25,000.
They will work with pretty much anybody.
It's $25,000, and I don't think they turn anyone down.
And if you want to make Grateful Dead stuff authentically, they'll license the shit out of it to you.
Yes.
And it's kind of
Yes.
I don't know. It's kind of bittersweet, I guess.
When we did the shirt, when I did the Sound of Sunday shirt, which I saw in the crowd, very cool.
I saw that. Yeah.
I actually missed it, and my sister or Sally or our buddy Ryan, one of them was like, "Will, look," and the guy walked right past, and I was like, "If you see him come back this way, you tell me. I need to talk to this guy." But when we did that, we had to make a stylistic decision between talking to them and trying to do it, which obviously wasn't going to happen for a small run of shirts like that, or using a different version of one of the logos just to take the heat off of it a little bit. But yeah, I think they're strict, but like they're strict about people using it, and they will never let you use it again after you've done it. But I do think it's they'll license it to anybody. They don't care.
Yeah.
Like the day of the first show the other day, Sims Fly Fishing put out like a pair of $1,000 waders with like a lightning bolt on it. And people were just like, come on, what are we doing here?
I know the White Sox every year have a promotional ticket, which is Grateful Dead night. And they always have a new Grateful Dead shirt every year.
They're doing it for the University of Oregon is doing essentially a Grateful Dead day. And they're having, during the Wisconsin game, they're having everyone show up wearing tie-dye. How do we get up back here? We need to talk performative males.
Do you see anyone reading at the?
See, I've been trying to read a physical book so much lately that there's probably been people that are like, this guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
Like when I had my solo dinner and I was reading alone, I don't think anyone was eyeing me with disdain in their eyes. But if they did, I'd be like, here's the thing. I get it. I get it. I'm just trying to not look at my phone at a nice restaurant right now because that feels like a worse thing to do than read a book.
Yeah.
What do I do performatively? Here's the thing. When you work in content, you end up looking like you're doing things performatively because you document it more than somebody who's not doing it. And so if you post about it, then it's like, well, was this performative or was it not? It opens a whole new door to criticism.
Yeah.
Let's go to Will DeFreeze's Instagram and see what he does performative.
I don't know if I want to play that game. I think I might have to. Yeah, I don't know. It's
Wait, the other thing with this performative male thing is that a lot of it is like baked in or couched in the pursuit of females.
yes.
So that's part of why you age out of it, is because we are no longer, this is essentially like a new form of peacocking, right?
Yeah.
Or not even a new form. It just is peacocking.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so since we're not out there trying to catch the attention of some would-be girlfriends, we have far less need to be walking around doing this type of thing.
Yeah. If anything, I don't want anyone looking at me at this point in public. Like if I can go do something alone and undisturbed, that is how I want to live at this point. And so, I mean, I don't know. It is performative if I do have a physical book, if I drop that thing on a beach chair and take a photo of it with a drink next to it. Like that's performative.
But that's just good content, you know?
It's true, you know? Sometimes you just got to do it. You got to let people know what you're flexing.
I mean, maybe you could even like, you could kind of hold the book and then you could hold the drink.
Mhm.
Well, then you have both hands occupied. See, I'm trying to find a way to maybe get your phone and do a little, almost like a stop motion thing where it replays over and over. Maybe you holding the drink and
like a boomerang.
Yes, Randy. There you go. That would be good content.
No one's ranging anymore.
No one's ringing.
Stop ranging.
I think the wider your pant leg, the more performative of a male you are. Is another thing.
Man, I saw Jinkos in the wild.
At GD60?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was sitting down and getting my legs back, and I looked over and I just saw a Jinko logo straight in my face, and I was like, "Dude, hell yeah!"
Yeah.
I mean, and he was going wide leg, wide.
I mean,
leg.
Jinkos are well, very wide legged.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah. No complaints from me. I'm fine with. I mean, don't expect me to be wearing Jinkos anytime soon, but whatever.
Randy, what about a report from the Austin streets? What are the Texas bros doing performatively?
Man, I don't even go out anymore. I'm too old. I would say, I don't know if I can say this, but that whole like coffee DJ set thing, I feel like going there is kind of performative.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
There's
coffee and chill.
Yeah,
there's that thing going on. Yeah,
because like there's performative in the New York sense where it's like, you know, everything that we were just talking about, but like the whole run club, like super into fitness, you know, cold plunge, that's a completely different type of person. It's not like the performative male that's trying to be super.
Yeah, I feel like you could kind of draw a diagonal line, you know, across the country, and it's like everything on the northeast of that line is more this guy, and then everything to the southwest is more like your coffee and chill DJ set run club guy.
I have one.
Although I know there's plenty of run clubs in New York as well. So
ready for this performative?
Yeah.
Cupping marks.
Okay.
Not saying you're not doing it for the benefit.
Yeah.
But I do think people like flexing the.
Totally,
I did the cupping.
Yeah.
Like, sure, you might need it, but you know, if you do that on your arm or something, and then you're wearing a sleeveless shirt the next day, like I know what you're doing. I see through you.
A ways back, I had like a shoulder injury that I was getting physical therapy for, and they would I would leave those physical therapy sessions, and one of the last things they would do is put all that KT tape on me. You know what I'm talking about? Nothing harder than being in the gym that week with your KT tape on your shoulder, just like looking like an absolute athlete.
The gym is right for people doing things performatively.
Yeah,
like, I mean, it's like that could be ground zero in a different way than what we're talking about it in this sense. Yeah. This is like the fashion bro sense, where it's like the gym, like workout stuff is like the most
you see somebody with cupping marks and KT tape, like, you know, they're putting in work.
They're deep in the game.
Yeah, cut off crop top. That would be pretty southern performative.
Trying to think of anything else. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just be your true self out there, whether it looks performative or not. I'm not going to shame you for bringing a tote bag around. I feel like totes are normal. What's the new tote that everyone's talking about that looks like a Birkin? You know what I'm talking about?
Somebody messaged us about this. The Birkin tote.
Yeah.
It's called something.
But it's not like expensive.
I don't know.
I'm seeing them pop up more and more.
It is called, give me one sec. Sorry for the dead air on the pod, but I know somebody sent us this.
Here it is. Got it. Got it.
The Boatkin.
The Boatkin.
The Boatkin.
The Boatkin. $165 right here.
Okay.
Right here. It is an Etsy shop though, so I'm not sure what that means. But they're kind of cool. Not going to hate on it too much. If you want an actual Birkin.
I saw Larry from Throwing Fits post this just the other day.
I sent Sally had showed it.
Somebody messaged us, said, "Can't believe you haven't heard about the Boatkin." And then like a week later I saw Larry post it.
And like hours before he posted it, Sally had showed it to me and she said, "This is really ugly and ridiculous." And I think she was just saying that to protect herself from me thinking it was stupid.
Yeah.
And I pulled up his story later in the day and I was like, "Look, Sally, even the popular New York fashion guys are posting this. You're good. You're in the clear. Go get one."
It's kind of cool.
I mean, if she gets one, I'm stealing it. She steals enough from me at this point that she knows that if I buy like a graphic tee and it doesn't fit because I buy a medium and it's too small and fits like a schmedium.
Yeah.
She knows that I'm just going to hand that down to her and she's going to rock it in some way.
Speaking of peacocking performance and nautical totes, you throwing these bad boys on? I'm speaking, of course, if you're not watching, about a very ostentatious pair of printed, preppy chino pants paired with a navy blazer and, of course, Will's beloved Belgian loafs.
Man.
It's kind of sick.
This is just too far. This is from an article in the New York Times called "Surveying the Style in an Elite Summer Retreat." It's a place where blue blazers, printed pants, and Belgian shoes are plentiful. And seeing the featured image on here really hit me quick. Like it really was a slap in the face to a time that's passed for me.
Yeah.
I've never done this. I've never rocked the floral pattern Lily Pulitzer style pants with a blazer. I think there's a time in my life where could I have afforded some just as like kind of a bit, but it's pretty amazing that this is such a thing and still is a thing and will be a thing for a long time. And I do have a reason why I think it's going to stay the course.
Okay.
But I'll get to that in a moment. But I've talked about it before. You know, my hometown is a very resorter heavy area. A lot of people just come up there for the summer. They might stay there for a week. They might stay there for a month. They might stay there the entire summer. And there are exclusive clubs that I am not and have not been a part of where you will see people walking in and they are doing this. They are wearing the loud floral pants with a blazer and with some sockless Belgians that would make Rada just furious. And this article seems a little ridiculous with some of the photos they have in it, but I have to say it truly is a thing that guys are still doing. And I went on Lily Pulitzer recently to see if they had these pants.
I didn't know Lily Pulitzer made guys' pants.
So they don't make a lot of men's stuff, but they do have some men's clothing.
Okay.
Part of the reason I went on there is I actually used to have a Lily Pulitzer tie that I borrowed from a buddy that he just didn't want. And he ended up asking for it back, which surprised me because I never wore it, never seemed to have a want to wear it.
Oh yeah, look at that, men.
But it was kind of fun to wear every once in a while in like a really preppy or whatever situation. And I was like, I wonder if they still make those ties anywhere, and they don't. But they do still have the floral pattern bottoms. They even have a very floral pattern blazer if you're looking to go real wild.
Okay.
But like, I just can't get behind this look. Do you want to hear my reasoning as to why I think this look will always be a thing?
I mean, go ahead.
I think that a lot of these gentlemen who are doing this just have a wardrobe that is their summer wardrobe that lives in their summer home. And they don't pack these pants. They don't do anything.
Yeah.
These pants are just there. And as long as they don't get too skinny or too fat over the years and don't fit in them, it's just like, well, all right, honey, we got a dinner at the club tonight. I'm going to go into my summer closet and pull stuff out. I remember reading an article about a hot person on the podcast lately, Ty Haney, And it was some interview with her where she talked about having just a set of clothes in New York City that she would keep. And I was like, that would be really nice. If you have 2 different spots, you own a clothing company. It's like, no, I know that I don't have to pack any workout stuff because I have all my outdoor voices chilling in my dresser in my New York apartment.
Right.
I think these guys simply have had these pants since the 80s and aren't getting rid of them because they get worn twice a year and they sit in a closet the rest of the time.
This is one of my least favorite styles ever. Just like the Robert Graham, the printed cuffs and collars, the ultra like preppy stuff like this. I partook a little bit through my 4 years in college, and as we've spoken about, like boat shoes, it's just like it's so burned in my memory as like as something that I now can't stand, that I just like have like a kind of a visceral reaction to some of it.
I get it
in a negative way.
See, I think I've been numbed to it by being exposed to it. I used to wait tables for these people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And so it's like I almost grew up thinking it was aspirational to dress that ridiculous.
Totally.
And now I've gotten to the point where I'm like, nah, I don't even think I'd want to do that if I was in the situation.
But speaking of the throwing fits guys, I was recently I was on Reddit the other day, and there was a very popping thread about like trends that will kind of cringe at in 5 years. And so that kind of evolves into a conversation about whether any clothing is truly timeless. I contend that no clothing is truly timeless, but there were voices on there that were like, yeah, this is timeless clothing. And it was a link to the subreddit called R Navy Blazer, which is all about like this type of clothing, like this type of waspy prep that never really changes.
Yeah. It doesn't.
And in a way, I guess it is timeless, but also it's never really that fashionable.
That's a great point.
Which is why it's timeless, is because by kind of never being trendy, it can also kind of never be untrendy.
Like even if these guys are dressing like this all the time, like old guys and their grandsons, like you grow up thinking this is normal and you start doing it. Like it's more elitist than it is fashionable.
Right.
And there's a huge difference in those two. Like you could call Loro Piana elitist, but like that's also fashionable.
Right.
This is simply like country club attire that you can get away with wearing because you're a paying member at this country club.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know. I think it's not a great look. I don't know why. I actually like the idea of floral pants with a blazer more than I like the idea of a floral blazer. I think both are not things I want to partake in, but like a fun pair of pants is something you don't have an opportunity to wear all that often, it feels, or at least I don't feel like I do. But I don't know. If you're buying Lily Pulitzer pants in 2025, you're
I mean, shouts to that guy that is still doing that though.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, he knows what he likes. So
I would like to buy. I want to get a pair just to see what the cut of these things is like. I worry about it.
Look at that, Lily Pulitzer.
How much are those? 178.
$178. Yeah, not cheap.
Let's see the different colors of these. I should have done this at Derby, dude.
I mean, there are definitely, if you want to see the wide array of Lily Pulitzer pants, that they exist at the Derby.
These hurt my eyes.
That's for damn sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now that's a jacket right
Barrett.
there. Look at that.
Okay, Barrett. So that's almost the exact same print as the tie that I had that I wore. I only wore it out once, but I thought it was a great, somewhat of a bit tie. But
this would be a good bit jacket.
It would be a good bit jacket.
I would wear that jacket to the Derby.
Can we get that for Do You Know It for future? Can I get this jacket?
If you and I are the same jacket size, Randy, we can split the price. We can split between Scary's finances and Wash finances, and we can go in.
I mean, you guys wear about the same size jacket, I bet.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Is that a double pocket? What's going on there?
How do you even see pockets through this?
that is shocking. Yeah, that's called a ticket pocket.
Oh.
It's a little.
This is preppy camouflage.
This is a little extra flair on a suit jacket that is often on like bespoke clothing. Is like a little,
This is what soldiers in like a Dr. Seuss land would wear for camouflage.
Outrageous fits here from the boys.
Preppy, still going strong. East Coast.
What do we have left?
I think it's time for wish list.
Okay.
Unless you did have a Martha Stewart thing on here.
Yeah, she's got
but your boy's running out of time.
We talked skincare brands or skincare last time, and now that Martha's got one, I think I have to be all in. Says she's been low key testing the products for 5 years, not high key testing. I'm just low key on the low. I don't think she's been testing these for 5 years. I might get unfollowed for this. Please don't at me, Martha.
Martha's probably not listening. Maybe somebody on her team is though.
But like, I would. Talking about use the skincare.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Talk about I was confused for a second there.
I mean, you don't get thirst traps off at an age like hers without you having some skincare. I know she's got some, knives going in too, but
Look, Martha looks like she's in great shape. Health is superb. But at 84 years old, you're really rolling the dice with the slow play of your
right.
Your cosmetic brand.
Hey,
releasing.
You have to get it right, Barrett. You have to get it right.
She's so if she has been low key testing the products for 5 years, then props to her for really, really ensuring that it's quality goods that she's dropping.
I get it. I get it.
So when is this thing? When is this releasing?
Not anytime soon. I don't think. And I don't even know if it's branded with her. It's called E30 something.
Elm Biosciences for the creation of their joint skincare line, Elm Biosciences.
Just call it Martha Face. I don't know. Are they having a branding issue? I haven't done my research on this. I just saw the words Martha Stewart and skincare and just went all in.
Well, an elemental serum will be $135. So, we're talking La Mer pricing pretty much, right? We're getting up there.
I don't pay attention to skincare prices.
This isn't for what I'm saying is that this might not be for the CeraVe and what's the other one? Cetaphil stands.
Nothing wrong with those though.
That's what I'm saying.
They treat me great. They treat me great.
Same.
Let's do some wish list items.
Do
you have yours?
I do. I do. I'll pop up mine first.
Okay.
Off mic, we were kind of talking about how we just didn't really have a whole lot of need for stuff at the moment.
Yeah.
Not a lot of things that we're doing. And I think I'm in that same boat, obviously. And what I've found is that I'm being pushed heavily into accessories world.
Okay.
Because things like sunglasses and jewelry I can still wear.
Okay.
On a regular or daily basis. I don't need a thing to be going to pop off in something. This brand is called Aquila. I've probably mentioned them on the podcast before, but they do really really good looking sunglasses at a really at a price point that not many brands are playing in at just over $100 basically. This is the Logos frame in umber with a golden amber lens. And these are calling to me. And I'd like a new pair of sunglasses, as I often do around this time of year. So I might freak with these.
I like them. I've been liking the lighter lenses lately.
Yeah.
Kind of more see-through. I want to get some indoor sunglasses.
You should.
I don't know. They're pretty cocky. Sally thinks I look ridiculous in them. I mean, am I about to just throw a bolo on here?
Did you find a bolo to throw on here?
No, I really don't have anything that I really, really want or need in the near future. I've made some purchases over the last month or so to cover some basic needs that I have in terms of
You can
pants.
pass. You put 2 on the other week.
It's true. I might need to pass this week. I really don't have that much.
You're just a conscious consumer. You
True.
know what I mean?
Don't come at us with overconsumption concerns. I don't know. I do kind of need a low key bolo for when it starts getting chilly outside. But we're still in August.
Low key bolo on the list.
Just a little low key one. I'll test it for 5 years.
If you find something in the next few days, you can add it to the listener digest.
If you see me going to the grocery store with a bolo on, I'm just testing it for before I go to the group dinner. I'm just making sure that everything's fine. Yeah, I just don't have anything right now. Honestly, do you want to know what I want to do the most right now, Barrett? If I could spend money on something, I don't think this would qualify as a wish list item.
Tell me.
Shops, goods, and services, the people that resole normal shoes. The one thing I want to do is take my now very beat up older Tom Sachs Nikes and get those redone because they look just beat up and like shit right now. But I don't want to spend that much money when I could just go buy a new pair for that same amount. But that's been the one thing that's really been kind of lingering for me is getting them resold with something more interesting.
Yeah.
It's just so expensive.
It is. Yeah.
So expensive. It's cool though.
It is.
It is cool. I appreciate what they're doing out there. That's all I got.
That's all I got in me, man.
That's all I got.
Tired dad logging off.
Oh, come on. You seem fine. You seem fine. Dude, you wait till you have 2, dude. Wait till you have 2.
Just wait, dude.
Dude, just wait.
You
Just
think
wait.
you think it's hard now? Just wait.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.